call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thing.
Morning, guys. Welcome to another week. We're now in March. Woo-woo. All right, let's take a look. Okay. All right. While I am optimistic for this week, I am slightly concerned about today. I'll tell you guys why. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen a lot. Hang on. Futures. There it is. All right. We had this gap up this morning. Oops. Hey, 1 second. Shit. Yeah, hang on 1 second here. Morning, Greg.
Morning.
Sorry about that, guys. I posted the wrong link in the videos. All right. So, Greg, what are you seeing this morning, buddy?
Much better than Friday. I think we're good. The bond yields have gone down. Everybody's worried about inflation. The market was completely oversold. I think we'll have a pretty good week. I think we're looking at 4 out of 5 days green this week. But I mean, who knows? We got some big names in earnings. We got Zoom after the market today. We have Neo. I'm not sure if it's after or before, but Neo's up a couple bucks. I think it'll be a good day.
Yeah, Craig, I was just telling everybody, my only concern is a little bit is that we gapped up in our in futures this morning.
Yeah, well, we've been gapping up since last night.
Well, that's why I said I'm worried about, like, a lot of times it goes to fill that gap.
Oh, it does. It does. But if you remember, last Wednesday, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, we gapped down. We never recovered either. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't always happen, but I just don't like that futures gapped up from last night when they opened up. But
yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, I don't think there's going to be a lot more gap up, but I think it's going to be pretty solid. The thing I'm looking at more than futures is NASDAQ is up, and everything in FANG has been horrible. Amazon, Facebook, Twitter did well, but all the tech stuff has been shit. And if NASDAQ is up, that's good for us because that's a lot of the stuff we play, and that moves the market too more than SPY, I think.
Right. Yeah. So, we watch and play today's guys. Like I said, don't just be careful. Still, we just need to watch this week. I mean, I think the week is looking good for a good week, but we just gotta watch and make sure.
We're definitely not going to overtrade today. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff in my own things that are a couple of weeks out. We have King's Leaps. Let's look for the right setup today. Sometimes we're trying to force stuff. I'm not going to do that today.
Yeah, we're not going to be forcing stuff today. We're just going to watch and see. Like you said, Neo earnings are today. How's Neo looking into Neo after the market?
Market, I think. Right, $2.
It's what?
I think it was a couple bucks up this morning.
Yeah, but is earnings pre-market or post-market?
I don't know. I'm not at my computer. I know Zoom is post-market.
Okay. All right, guys. Look at a couple here. Fubo.
There's a rumor that CCIV, which is Lucid, even Peter Rawlinson, their CEO, was on TV over the weekend, that they're looking to partner with one of the biggest companies in Silicon Valley, which everybody's saying is Apple, to work on autonomous self-driving. We all know Apple wants a car. If that's true, it's going to freaking explode.
Yeah, that'd be
absolutely. It makes sense though, because Joni Ive, who used to be the head of Apple's design team for iPhone, iPad, and everything, is now with CCIV.
Okay.
So we'll see, but they were talking about that on Bloomberg.
Fubo, guys, it's kind of a no decision point right now. We want to see it get above 38 before we make a move on Fubo, or at least I would. Gets above and holds 38. I'd like it. Neo's aftermarket, someone just said. What's Neo doing pre-market? Neo's up pre-market. might be worth taking a Neo call just to try it, see what happens. I always say earnings are risky.
We might want to go out, maybe even 55 for not this Friday, but the next Friday, or 52.50 or something.
Right.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, just to see if it hits that, if it rockets after earnings. We can look at Tesla and see what Tesla's doing this morning. That should give us a little bit of an idea of
Up about $15.
of what's. Yeah, Tesla's up in the pre-market, so not a ton, but that's good. See what happens here, but want Tesla to hold that 650 range, right? Or get above 733. Like I said, it's kind of the same thing. It's right in between nothingness. It's
normal no man's land the last month.
Yeah. S-Bucks, of course, that was looking good last week. Pre-market is still up. Guys, you're in the money now. I did get an overbought indicator last week, which didn't do much yet. But, just I hope you guys are taking some profits here if you're up.
Which one is that?
At Starbucks.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's at 108. Oh, I guess it's not. Never mind. My 105 calls in the money. He's got 110. So, guys, this just broke through some support yesterday or on Friday. It has not pulled back for confirmation yet. So, will it need to do that? It kind of did. I don't know, guys. Like I said, this one might trade sideways for a little bit and consolidate. Might want support, but we got plenty of time on Starbucks. You got August, so we're looking good on that. SQ. How's Bitcoin doing, Craig? I haven't looked at Bitcoin.
I haven't looked today either. It was up a little bit yesterday, but I haven't looked today.
Oh, yeah, it is up nice. It hit should have hit down to low 40s this weekend. It's back to 48, so that's good. Yeah, so this just needs to hold. So we want Square to hold that 234 range, okay? So it's broken through resistance. Now we want to see it hold this 234 and then continue on up. CRM. CRM is continuing to go. Oh, it's back up. So yeah, you want to see CRM hold the 220 range, okay? That's an important mark for CRM. If it can't hold the 220, I don't know where it falls to. We have to go back and look for some support. Looks like there's some support there around 210. So if 220 doesn't hold, looks like it's 210. Okay. Keep an eye on CRM.
Look up Teladoc, TDOC.
Okay. Yeah, up to 229 pre-market.
I think it's about to make a move.
And it very well could. I have 3 oversold indicators on Friday. I mean, it was getting really oversold, getting close to a 200 EMA bounce. So yeah, it could be. And heck, since Friday's lows of 211, it's up 229. That's almost 10%.
Yeah, I think we're looking at 240 to 250 in the next 2 weeks on that.
Yeah, very well could be. Yep. SOAC. Guys, SOAC's going to be a longer play. We were looking for some hype on the news, but that's not there. However, they are buying. This company does do nickel. They mine it from the ocean floor. Some other company in Canada, there was an article over the weekend, invested $1 billion into it or something like that. It's speculative, so you might see this come back with the market. This is going to be a little bit longer hold, though. So if you're not interested in waiting for the longer hold, I would get out of it.
BA just got another price upgrade to 250.
Who did?
BA, Boeing. Stock drives me crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Back up to 217, so this looks good. Hold the 215 range. This could be on its way back up to retest the 230. It is still looking good. I like Boeing. Riot. We don't even need to really look at Riot because Riot is going to be strictly Bitcoin based. So if Bitcoin's doing good, Riot's going to do good, right? Otherwise, if Bitcoin keeps falling, Riot's going to keep falling. You can see the rise up last week or a couple weeks ago, and then last week kind of came down after on Sunday. Last Sunday that Elon said that was overpriced. So it came back, Bitcoin fell. Here this fell. So just got to see how Bitcoin does really for how Riot does. TJX. TJX is holding in pre-market. Really like to see TJX get back above 66, 67. Okay, get above that 50 EMA. Had oversold indicator last Thursday. It came down further. Yeah, I'd really like to see this get back above 66. Otherwise, it could come down and bounce off to 64. Zoom.
I think I'm going to take them way out of the money lottos.
You're gonna what?
Take some way out of the money lottos for Zoom tonight. I'm talking about like 50.
All right, okay, all right. For earnings.
Yeah, remember one time two quarters ago went $150. It's not going to do that, but it has the ability to increase.
All right. Yeah, let's look at some Zoom lottos here later. Then very well could be. Otherwise, guys, Zoom is right in that middle land too. I mean, we got earnings tonight, so watch for that. Guys, the important thing is we just need to watch how this week's going to get started. Hey, Craig, what's your opinion on LGHL news?
Oh, it's been having a lot of news. I don't know. LGHL goes with Bitcoin. I don't know what the new news is right now, but it's up a little bit pre-market. I'm not sure what the new news is.
309 to 3. It's at 363.
Yeah, it's gonna be $5 to $7 pretty soon. But I mean, it was rolling pretty solid until Bitcoin shit the bed. So as Bitcoin goes, that'll go.
I do like TDAC, guys. I still like TDAC. This is a SPAC buying
That lottery.
Yep, lottery.com. It was at 1263. I mean, I think this is going to be. This has got some time though. They just signed their DA last week during the worst possible time. Didn't really spike very high. Came down. But they always all come down after they spike after that, so because they know it's got 2-3 months. So got a little time on it, but I think it's good. I like SNPR. SNPR announced back early August or early February. I'm sorry, about a month ago that they were buying. Can't remember the company name, but they're buying a EV charging company, similar to Beam but better. BEEM is a similar one. That was a SPAC I played. Went from 12 to 75. These guys are bigger and better than Beam in my opinion. So I do like SNPR. And then there's that. Which one is? Hang on. Then we have IPOE. That's another good one. This is one of King's Leaps. And this is a perfect time because it signed about 2 months ago. So it should have this should have this should start ramping back up here over the next month into the final merger. So looking for that. I do like that one. Craig, do you know what the news was on? Oh, that was the news, at least SPAC, LGHL. That's not really news, though. What news?
Oh, they were coming up with a new Bitcoin fund for $800 million or something, I think, like that. Like I said, the only reason I went down is because Bitcoin dropped.
Okay, if you like those, Yak is another one. Yak is, you can get into this low. It's at 1075, right? And I told you guys I like getting into SPACs when they're low. But Yak is rumored to be buying a blockchain company. So you'd be early on this. We don't know when they're going to announce, but speculative could be really good. YAC. If you want to buy some shares of that and just sit on them and hold them, you can. Otherwise, guys, things are up pre-market. We just want to make sure that how the week goes, make sure the real Senate passing the 1.9 trillion this week will be good. I don't know if you guys saw over the weekend, but on Friday, had 0 Republican support and 2 Dems voted against it. So it did pass the House, though. Now it needs to pass the Senate. Can you still get into ARK for the put? As you can see, ARK is down last week. I mean, that's why King played the put, was for a hedge. So that put should be up. Once again, this was a hedge because what hurts first, so speculative stuff always hurts first, hurts the worst when we're going into a down market. So he put a hedge, a put against this. I mean, now we're looking for the market to turn. So I don't think I would buy a put on this at this time. You could if you still wanted a hedge if you have a large account, but I wouldn't. If the market does turn here, speculative is always some of the first to bounce back. So ARK investments would be one to climb out of this first, right? So we're looking for that bounce this week. We just need to see if it happens or not. Beyond. Beyond has. They lost in earnings. If you wanted to play Beyond, I would do some type of longer leap. Hard to believe it was at 220 here just not too long ago. This thing just hit 220 here. There it is. This thing just hit 220 on January 26th, all the way down to 150.
We should probably look at Airbnb leaps as stuff starts opening back up, like a couple months out. That's going to be a solid stock.
Yep, and it's having a pullback pre-market. So we broke through resistance, guys. Now it's coming back to test for support. So I think Airbnb is a good one to grab.
Where to go, but
Yep.
The only reason it's not $300 is because of COVID.
Disney's up pre-market, which same thing on travel. If things open back up, Disney will go nuts also. I'm surprised it's kind of not heading back. I thought it'd be kind of back at 200 already. Hit 200 and got denied last week, came down. Okay, so GSAT, is that one of yours, Craig?
Yeah.
How's that looking?
I haven't even looked, man. It's a leap.
And it's pre-market up 190, guys.
I mean,
nope, I hear you.
I'm not gonna look at 50 tickers before the market opens.
Yep.
It's I don't know. I'm not even looking at it. I think it's months out, and it's like a 250 call, and there's still.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. All right, guys. So what we're planning is today. Okay, let's watch the market. We have calls. It looks like it's going to be a sell week for market. I'm a little I don't want to see futures backfill is the only thing. But it could be okay, too. I mean, what you might see is people take profits. You might see it dip right open and then continue on back up.
Rip.
It's a new week, so let's get rippy. Let's watch this. Let's watch it today. And we'll be in the chat room available for you guys, okay? So Craig and I will be around. Hit us up. Craig, good luck today, buddy.
Have a great day, guys.
Absolutely. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps, guys. We really appreciate it. We'll talk to you in the room.
Bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going.